These muddy garlic bulbs are beginning their journey into premium garlic powder.
Each bulb stays whole because the powder quality starts with careful harvesting. The same garlic batch is gathered carefully so damaged bulbs never enter the premium line. Now the same muddy garlic batch is ready to leave the field and enter industrial processing. The harvested garlic now moves from wet field origin toward controlled factory processing.
At the receiving dock, the same raw garlic batch begins its controlled factory journey. Only sound bulbs continue forward because one damaged batch can weaken the final powder.
The raw field garlic now enters washing, where mud is removed before any cutting or drying can begin. Industrial washing removes heavy soil while protecting the garlic structure for the next preparation stage.
Roots and stems are trimmed away so every bulb can move uniformly through the processing line.
Uniform sizing keeps the garlic processing evenly during peeling and drying. Before peeling begins, the garlic bulbs are separated into individual cloves for controlled processing. Compressed air peeling removes the outer skins without crushing the garlic cloves. A final rinse clears away loose skins before precision inspection begins.
Only clean and uniform cloves continue toward dehydration and powder production.
The garlic is now stabilized and aligned for precision slicing before dehydration. Uniform feeding is critical because uneven slicing affects dehydration and powder consistency later. The garlic is sliced thinly so moisture can escape evenly during dehydration.
Even tray distribution prevents wet pockets during the long dehydration process.
Now the garlic begins dehydration, the stage that transforms fresh slices into shelf-stable material for powder milling.
Controlled heat starts drawing moisture from the garlic without burning its natural flavor compounds.
The garlic dries gradually to prevent scorching and preserve stable powder quality later.
Tray rotation prevents uneven drying and protects the consistency of the final powder.
By this stage, the garlic has transformed into stable dehydrated chips ready for cooling and milling.
Cooling stabilizes the dehydrated garlic before final moisture balancing and milling.
Moisture testing ensures the garlic dries evenly enough for stable long-term powder storage. A secondary balancing cycle removes hidden moisture pockets that could damage powder quality later. After dehydration is stabilized, the garlic is ready to be crushed and transformed into powder. The dehydrated chips are crushed into flakes before fine powder grinding begins.
Size screening keeps the grinding process stable and prevents uneven powder texture.
Grinding transforms the dehydrated garlic into the first powder stage before final refinement. This coarse powder stage prepares the garlic for final fine grinding and texture refinement. Fine milling transforms the coarse granules into a smoother powder suitable for premium food-grade use. Precision sifting creates the smooth texture expected from premium garlic powder.
Homogenization keeps every jar of garlic powder consistent in texture and flow. The refined powder is stabilized in controlled storage before final testing and packaging.
Controlled cooling protects the powder from moisture shock and texture damage before packaging. Humidity stabilization prevents clumping and keeps the powder smooth during storage and packaging. Final blending guarantees that every portion of the powder matches the same premium standard.
Sampling confirms the powder remains uniform before final laboratory certification.
After stabilization and inspection, the garlic powder is cleared for final certification and packaging preparation. Purity screening confirms the powder is clean before final laboratory verification. Laboratory machines confirm moisture and particle size before the powder can be packed. Color inspection helps confirm that the garlic was dried and milled correctly. The powder must flow smoothly, without clumps, before it can enter the filling line.
Once certified, the same batch is released into the packaging line.
The approved powder enters filling hoppers, where each jar will receive a controlled amount. Precision dosing keeps every jar consistent in weight and texture. Each jar is checked again so the final product stays consistent from the same batch.
Before sealing, each jar rim is cleaned so the closures stay tight and food safe. The jars are sealed tightly to protect the garlic powder from moisture and contamination. Heat lock sealing creates a stable barrier that protects the powder during storage and transport. Every jar is coded and scanned so the full production batch can be traced safely. After sealing and verification, the jars are grouped for final carton packaging. The sealed jars are grouped into protective cartons for transport and storage.
Mechanical sealing protects the finished jars during warehouse handling and delivery.
Every carton is checked one final time before warehouse storage begins.
The finished cartons are stacked into stable pallet loads for storage and transport. Stretch wrapping stabilizes the pallet loads before storage and final dispatch.
The finished garlic powder now enters warehouse logistics before distribution. Inventory registration tracks every pallet through storage and future delivery. The finished product waits in controlled storage until distribution begins. Once scheduled for shipment, the pallets move from storage toward outbound delivery staging.
The finished garlic powder is now fully prepared for outbound distribution.
Securing the cargo prevents movement and protects the finished powder during transport.
After packaging and storage, the garlic powder begins its distribution journey. The finished powder now travels through distribution routes towards stores and commercial kitchens.
After harvesting, drying, milling, testing, packaging, and storage, the same garlic batch now leaves the factory as premium garlic powder ready for distribution.
After factory dispatch, the finished jars are handled carefully before reaching the shelf. The same batch now reaches the shelf as a finished premium garlic powder product. The finished garlic powder is now ready for customers after a complete field-to-factory journey. The finished garlic powder now enters a professional kitchen ready for real culinary use. The smooth powder blends easily into recipes while delivering concentrated garlic flavor. The finely milled powder blends quickly into hot food without clumping. The finished powder becomes part of professionally prepared dishes after its complete factory journey. From raw garlic fields to finished seasoning, the same batch completes its transformation through real culinary use.
The finished product now takes center stage as a premium culinary seasoning.
Every jar comes from the same tracked garlic batch, processed through the full factory system.
Its ultra-fine texture is the result of controlled dehydration, milling, and precision refinement.
The finished garlic powder is now presented as the completed result of the full manufacturing journey. The same garlic batch now completes its journey through real professional restaurant service. After every stage of processing and preparation, the seasoning reaches the final dining experience. From muddy garlic fields to premium dining tables, the same garlic batch completes its full transformation journey.